Hey, Aaron Adams with Infinity Investing here. I want to take just a few minutes today and break down for you 5 strategies, 5 topics that you need to really understand to incorporate real estate into your retirement and to make it a part of your strategy for retiring. One of the things that we teach at our trainings is how to maximize the returns with real estate, how to avoid some of the pitfalls that investors have with their retirement, and how to really 10x their efforts in terms of growth and in terms of solving the problem that many investors have, and maybe this is you in this category, is that since we switched over to 401ks for a retirement plan and IRAs, which was in 1973, prior to that, Americans had pensions. And so a guaranteed check for life is a beautiful thing, and very few of you can expect a pension. And even those of you that are planning on a pension, it probably isn't going to be enough money for you to maintain the same standard of living and have as much money as you have right now. And I want you to think for a minute how much money you have sitting in IRAs and 401ks. And I'm guessing that it's probably not enough. And if you're in that situation, then I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about getting rich with real estate and what things that you want to focus on. So I put together a list of some items that I think are important. If you want to retire early, if you want to retire with the same amount of money and retire wealthy, and if you actually want to have something that you can leave to your children after you're gone. The first thing that I would suggest you learn about is Roth IRAs. I mean, maybe you're saying, well, yeah, Aaron, I've heard of a Roth. I have one, or maybe you don't have one. But I want you to consider learning about self-directed IRAs, self-directed Roth IRAs. And the reason I want you to focus on self-directed, there's companies out there. Now, Fidelity is a company that I discuss all the time. Over a third of Americans have their retirement money managed by Fidelity. Fidelity is the trustee for your job, for your 401k, for your IRA. Fidelity will not allow you to own property inside your Roth, inside your retirement account. They are unwilling to be the trustee for real estate. And the reality is it's because they can't make any money from that. And so there are alternate companies. In my case, I've worked with a group out of Chicago for many years now who are happy to be the trustee for my investing in real estate. And so what I've literally done over the past more than a decade now is taken property that I've bought and put my 401k and my IRA on the title. And so I now have property that's in my Roth. Now the thing about the Roth that a lot of people forget is that you pay taxes on the money before it goes into your Roth. Once it's in the Roth, it grows forever tax-free, not tax-deferred, tax-free. And then when you retire and you take the money out, that money out comes out tax-free. And so the Roth IRA is a huge asset for real estate investors because I've been able to buy properties over the past 10 years for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000. Now they're in my Roth and they're paying rent every month. I don't pay taxes on the rental income. If I sell the property, I don't pay short-term or long-term capital gains because I already paid taxes on the money before I put it in the Roth. Then when I go to retire, I'll be able to literally take that rental income out, not pay taxes on it, whereas if it was a pension, I would pay taxes on it, and it's tax-free distribution. So learning this aspect of investing is a powerful, powerful tool for real estate investors. And if this is the first time you're hearing from it, join us at Infinity Investing. We have free workshops every month where we break this down for you in detail. Learning to find deals. You know, my biggest concern when I got into real estate 22 years ago as a high school teacher was that I wouldn't have the money. I said, well, even if I find a deal, where am I going to get the money? Very common concern. What's ironic about that is if you learn how to find good deals, and by a good deal, I mean buy property for 60, 70 cents on the dollar, then the money is always there. And so one of the things we teach at Infinity Investing is first, what's a good deal? Second, how to find the good deals. And third, where to find the money that's already waiting to loan you for those good deals. That's something that as a student, as an investor, as somebody who's trying to retire early and get wealthy with real estate, learning to find a deal is a critical skill. Now, the next area that I want to break down for you is learning about being a real estate professional. Now, there are passive real estate investors, and there are active real estate investors, which is the next highest, and then there's real estate professionals. If you're married and one of either you or your spouse have a high-income W-2 job, one of the things that my clients do regularly is one of the spouses agrees to become a real estate professional, get a license, start managing some properties. And when you can achieve real estate professional status, there's a whole bunch of tax write-offs that came out with the Trump tax plans that you're going to want to learn about. And it would make sense that a president who is a real estate billionaire would provide some of the greatest tax write-offs that we've ever seen. And I have clients where the wife is now a real estate professional, the husband is a surgeon, and now they are literally not paying any taxes on that high W-2 income that the husband has. And if this is intriguing to you, join us at Infinity, and we'd love to teach you more about this topic. A common area that investors that I work with miss and don't understand is they don't know what a good return is. And what I mean by a good return is they have never thought about, well, what's a good return for a passive investment versus what's a good return for an active investment? And if I have a manager, what's good? And if I manage it myself, what's good? And that confusion gets investors jammed up in a way that they aren't buying deals that fit with their game plan. And so at Infinity and at our online and live events, we teach you those differences and help you navigate it so that you can create a better game plan, both for the kind of properties you want to buy while you're still working, the kind of properties you'll want that will help you retire early, and the kind of properties that you're going to want long-term into your retirement. And the final area is how to screen a manager for your properties and how to screen a contractor to do work. Even if you're just a passive investor, you will never regret understanding the questions that you're going to want to ask a property manager to identify if they are good, and the same kind of questions that you're going to want to discuss with a contractor so that they don't take advantage of you. I know that many investors have this goal of retiring early, and hopefully at least one of these 5 ideas has sparked some questions in your brain and made you go, yeah, I'm interested in that. Go to infinityinvesting.com, join our absolutely free basic membership. We have a free all-day Saturday financial education training coming up in a few weeks. We'd love to have you join us there and break down these topics for you more in depth so that you can take action and achieve those financial goals that have been in the back of your mind. Appreciate you taking a few minutes with me today to discuss these, and hope to see you here at this channel again very soon.